dramatically accelerated development of new therapies and potential vaccines. Johnson & Johnson, Oxford, great places. And we have 90 clinical trials underway and hundreds more on the way. And something's going to happen. Tremendous progress is being made. I don't want to talk about it until it's there. We don't want to talk too soon, but I will say, Doug, they really are. They're really, Darius, they're really making progress. You know some of the companies. They're great companies. You know the Johnson & Johnson folks have been really fantastic. They want to get to it fast. So we'll see how it all comes out, and we'll all know very soon, and I think it's going to be a very positive event. Through FEMA, HHS, and our private sector partners, we're equipping our frontline medical workers with more than 70 million N95 respirators, 112 million surgical masks, 7 million face shields, 18 million gowns, and nearly 1 billion gloves. Today, we hear from a few of Honeywell's extraordinary workers who are leading the charge to equip our healthcare heroes and marshal our manufacturing might. That's what it is. It's a manufacturing might that we haven't seen for a long time. Bruno Aguinaga worked at another company for 22 years, but he jumped at the chance to support America and America's war against the virus right here at Honeywell. He's wanted to work at Honeywell always, and he had his chance. Now he is a first shift team leader. Bruno, please come up and say a few words. Bruno? Thanks, Bruno.
First off, we want to say thank you, Mr. President, from the Aguinaga family.
Good.
Folks, so I'm here today to just kind of let you know a little bit of my background and the company that I left to support the N95 mask and the fight against COVID-19 with Honeywell. I was employed with Boeing for 22 years, out in California, relocated out here in Arizona. Got a little chance to work with the folks out in Boeing Mesa on the Apache helicopter as well. It's when I resigned with the Boeing company after so many years to be a part of the Honeywell team. Here at the Honeywell team, they treat you right. It's great culture, great people. Mr. President, God bless America, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Bruno. Great job. Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Bruno. And the next time I'm here, I think we'll shake hands and we'll hug each other with the job he's doing. Okay, Bruno? Thank you very much. Ursula Warner is a proud Air Force veteran who courageously served her nation in Afghanistan and all around the world. Now she is continuing her legacy of service right here in Phoenix. Ursula, please come up and tell us how you chose Honeywell and why did you do that?
Good afternoon. My name is Ursula Warner. I am an operations supervisor here at Honeywell for the N95 site. I have spent over 20 years serving our country, the United States Air Force. Thank you. Of those 20 years, I spent 15 years in leadership and management positions. Like the President said, served a tour in Afghanistan and a couple of tours in Iraq, and was highlighted by the United States Department of Army and Air Force for that. I just retired this past March, and I actually had a different plan, but after my retirement ceremony and I saw that the N95 site was standing up and what the purpose of it was for the first responders and our medical personnel on the front lines, I decided I wanted to be a part of that, a part of something bigger, to continue to serve this country in a different facet. I'd just like to thank the leadership and also Honeywell for the opportunity to provide different jobs and things like that for the people in Phoenix, and also me specifically the opportunity to continue to serve my country on a bigger aspect. Thank you.
She was retired for about 2 days. Retired. Look how young you are. Retired. Thank you very much. Great job, Ursula. Eric Parks is a Marine Corps veteran and the operations manager at Honeywell's new facility. This is a highly personal mission for Eric. His mother is a nurse. His mother-in-law is a nurse. His brother is a paramedic, and his daughter is about to start her first year of medical school at the University of Arizona. That's one of the great schools. Eric, please come up, please. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Parks, and like Mr. Trump said, I am the operations manager here at this facility. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Mr. Trump for giving this nation the resources, leadership, and guidance that we've needed to navigate through these unprecedented times. Thank you. Thank you very much. Secondly, and more personally to me, I want to thank Honeywell for giving me the opportunity to serve my country again. It fills me with pride to know that the masks that we are going to be producing off of this facility are going to go to first-line responders to help them combat the war against COVID-19. Like Mr. Trump said, this is very personal for me. My mother is a nurse. My mother-in-law is a nurse. My brother is a combat veteran and a paramedic in Tucson, and my daughter has decided that she too is going to carry forward the family tradition of serving. The black shirts that the team down here is wearing says, "The future is what you make it." And I am very honored to be a part of the team that is going to make the future safer, not only for my family, but for many others as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. As you know, this terrible plague has inflicted grave hardships on our people. We mourn for every life lost. We pray for every victim. And we shoulder this burden together as one people, one family, and one great American nation. Thanks to the profound commitment of our citizens, we've flattened the curve, and countless American lives have been saved. Our country is now in the next stage of the battle, a very safe, phased, and gradual reopening. It's a reopening of our country. Who would have ever thought we were going to be saying that? A reopening. One day they came to us and they said, "Sir, we're going to have to close it down. We had the greatest economy